So, you want to know how to make a good build and actually destroy some people? Then you have come to the right video because I will show you some tips and tricks and some other stuff on how to how to improve your builds and make them better. So, builds are like things that make up your own tank. Like you can customize your bullet damage, your health, your regeneration, you can customize all of that. So making a build is actually easy. You can click numbers 1 through 8 on your keyboard, or you can click in the bottom left corner where your build shows up. Skill points are the points you use to upgrade your build, and you obtain them by leveling up. And then once you run out of those skill points, you can no longer upgrade your build anymore. A shortcut for making builds is when you hold the letter M on your keyboard and click a number on the top of your keyboard. However, this does not work with clicking though. So this is the part you came for, making a good build or making an existing one better. I will be going from first to last, so that means we will start with body damage. Body damage isn't that useful since it is mainly used for ramming tanks like Booster, Stalker, or Battleship. It could also be used in anti-ram builds, which are ram and bullet damage builds combined. But other than that, it shouldn't be used too much in priority builds.
Second, we have max health. This is very important because upgrading this will make you last longer in battles. It is recommended to use 2 to 4 points on this to increase chances of survival. It is mainly used in regular ramming builds. Third up is bullet speed. This bullet speed is different to Dep.io's bullet speed. In Aris.io, the faster the bullet, the more the bullet does damage, so this one is very important too. It is recommended putting 4 to 6 points on it. However, it is not recommended to use this in ramming builds. Fourth is bullet health. This one is as good as bullet damage with it increasing the health your bullet has when shot. It acts as a secondary bullet penetration, making your bullet powerful. It is recommended to use 6 or 7 points on this part, not recommended to be used in ram builds. Fifth is bullet penetration. This part of the build is the least best one in the bullet upgraders, so it is recommended to have the same amount as bullet health, but subtract 2 or 3 points from it. Sixth is bullet damage. This should be your priority part because it increases the damage your bullets do when colliding with things, meaning it should have the most points put into it. It is recommended to have 8 or 9 points put into this part. Seventh is reload. This decreases the time between shooting, which means you shoot faster the more you put points into this. For drone tanks, it is recommended to use 4 or below amount of points. Destroyer class tanks are recommended to have 5 to 7 reload points. And finally, bullet spamming tanks like machine gunner, it is recommended to have 4 to 6 points on those. Eighth is movement speed. This is also very important due to Aris being a battle type game. It is recommended to use 6 or 7 points on this. Could also be paired with ram builds. Ninth is shield regeneration. This part of the build is different from Dep.io's health regeneration. This regenerates your shield, which you should know, but if you don't, shields take a few hits before the main health bar starts to take damage too. But when the shield is fully regenerated, the main health bar starts to regenerate too. It is recommended to use the same amount of points you put into shield capacity. Can be paired with ram builds. Finally, shield capacity. The name is self-explanatory, but this basically adds more space to the shield before the main health bar starts to take damage. It is recommended to use 0 to 2 points on this because it is not that important. Can be paired with ram builds. Now that you are finished watching that part, your build should look like this or look similar to it. With all of that knowledge, you can start creating good builds. If this was helpful, consider liking or sharing to someone else so they can also get their hands on some new builds. Anyways, thanks for watching. Check out my other artist video on how to glitch through walls too. Why is it so laggy? Why does he have so many factory drones? Bro.
Oh, oh no.
Oh my! I'll fucking murder this guy.